right, hey everyone, this is Chelsie Butler. I'm executive editor of Kitchen and Bath Business Magazine, and I am here doing a podcast for our From the Tap podcast, and today we are featuring the DesignBites winners. All right, so now we are talking to the People's Choice winner for the KBIS DesignBites. I am with Stephen Hung, who's president of GemSmart.
Yes.
Hey, Stephen.
Hi, nice to meet you, Chelsie.
Great to have you, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So what does it feel like to be the DesignBites People's Choice winner?
It feels really great. It's, you put out a new product and you wonder how people will accept it, and it really feels good to have people just say, hey, you're on the right direction, keep going, All
right, so I don't know what the product is, so tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, it's got a funny name. It's called the Potty Sniffer. It is a toilet odor ventilation system. So what it does is it converts any toilet, probably the one you own will work. It converts it to
What are you trying to say? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not trying to say nothing. But it converts it to an odorless toilet. So, I started it because I moved into a home which had bathrooms that didn't have an exhaust fan. And my engineering brain, you could put an exhaust fan, but that's not the way to do it. You got to grab things right at the toilet before it gets into the room. So that kind of just keeps turning, and eventually you invent something that works, starts to work, and hey, keep going.
So how does it work?
Okay, so every toilet, when you flush, you notice around the rim the water comes down. Well, we actually reverse it. We can actually use those same water channels to suck air out from directly inside the toilet. So we use the overflow system in the toilet. We put a cover over an air intake. And when the water is at the highest level, you can apply suction to that closed chamber, and it will actually pull odors directly from inside the toilet. Now, what makes the product innovative is we use an air pump and tubing. So instead of a fan, if you normally use a fan, you'd have to have ductwork, which is really hard to adapt to a toilet. We use tubing, so you can sneak tubing right into the toilet. And then with a pump, you can actually, because a pump builds pressure, you can have a very long run, 60 feet, to wherever the pump is located. And then, because you're using tubing, you can go straight out the wall through a very small hole, but you can actually go into your plumbing through a fitting. So it makes it very easy to install. It's now a DIY install, and it does a better job than your bathroom fan.
All right, so what is the feedback you've been getting outside of the DesignBites, obviously?
People are very impressed with the product. The reason I'm here, and I don't know if we'll get to this in the future, there are greater ramifications for this. That system, it is scalable. So you can do one toilet, but you can also install it as a central vac system in your home for your toilet. So now you've got all three toilets covered. And then you can scale it further into a commercial space. So you can actually do the bathrooms, all the toilets and urinals inside say a sports arena or even a convention center bathroom, a public restroom, and really deliver better air quality and not waste energy. You'd have to vent a lot of air that was heated or cooled in those commercial spaces. But once you start doing a central system and it starts to take off, the toilet manufacturers can now build a very cost-effective odorless toilet by using that system. And that system also gives them, as part of the deal, 12-volt DC power. So now they can actually start delivering smart toilet features without you needing a plug beside each toilet. So that's why we believe the system, it's scalable, and that's why we think it's going to be a game changer if it actually takes hold and people start using it.
So can you tell us about any challenges you had bringing it to market?
Yeah, there's the tooling cost and the design, but that's my specialty. It's mainly the getting to the certifications and learning about stuff as you go. But I'm an inventor, and I've got that inventive spirit. So you face every challenge, and you take a deep breath and go, okay, keep going. Let's do this. Let's fix this. And it's just pushing forward every little bit. My challenge right now is marketing. I'm an engineer. That's not my forte, but we're going to keep going. I'm going to be myself while I do this. And we'll see what happens next.